What's up guys, my name's David.
And I'm Holly.
And welcome to 2 Tickets 4.
So on this week's episode,
we're going to be taking the van apart, which is going to be the first thing.
We show Gary our big list.
The van gets some new windows.
We insulate the van.
And we take the van for its first McDonald's. But first, let's roll the intro.
But before we do that, don't forget to subscribe and give us a big thumbs up.
Okay, so let's just go and see Gary now down in Barry, see what his thoughts are on that massive list that we created. What I've just remembered though is we forgot the list.
I was going to say, did you remember the list?
So the list is actually at home, so hopefully we'll remember all of it. If not, maybe I'll just show them the camera of that list that we took the other day. Or I think Holly took some pictures actually. Yeah. So we can just show them the list of stuff. But yeah, let's head down to Barry now, go and check in with Gary, see what he thinks of the van, see what he thinks of the things that we want to do, and get some prices off him.
So we just got 2 Dragon campers. There's no real sign, so you can't really see anything. Literally turned up. We're a little bit late, obviously, because Dave's call ran over. So he's just had to pop out to Jewson's, but he knows we're here. So as soon as he gets back, he's going to take a look for us and let us know what he thinks about the van. It looks like the van he uses for his business is actually the exact same size, which is good because hopefully he'll have like a little idea about the size, so fingers crossed.
Make sure you also follow us on TikTok. 2 Tickets 4 ...
Dave thinks he's going to be TikTok famous. It's like the exact same size as ours.
It's the same van as yours, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
This one's just old. Very old. Right, so this has got just a slatted bed and it pulls out.
Yeah, that's exactly what we want. We were thinking to have ours like an L at the back, so
Sorry?
we were going to have ours, like have our unit behind the driver's seat and then have our bed like not as long down, but
It's not whatever you want.
yeah.
And electrics.
Yes, please. We on laptops. We've got an online business plus a gym, so we're always working. So
Right.
it needs to be powerful enough to be working constantly.
And then we want one of those like campsite hookups outside. We had a big list and we forgot to bring it. We've got double seats at the front, but
Yeah.
we want to change it to a single swivel seat if possible. And then a window. I think the first thing we want to do is get a window. Do you do windows?
I don't do it, but they're done here.
Right.
They're coming to do this one now.
Oh,
This
okay,
afternoon.
cool.
I use
Yeah.
Paula Dragon windscreens.
So we want to try and do as much of it ourselves and document the whole thing as we do it. But
That's fine. You carry on.
It's the scary parts. Cutting a hole in the side of the van.
Just having someone for advice and stuff.
Putting electrics in, like I wouldn't have a clue how to do that. So we just
No problem at all.
pay qualified people that know this stuff.
Yeah. When it comes to building stuff like this, and you're happy to do it yourself.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have a go.
And then we'll call you crying if it goes wrong.
Never.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing was knowing what should we do first.
Yeah.
We don't want to like insulate it and do all this, and you're like, no, you need to put the electrics in first and put the
Certain
lights
parts,
in.
the lights need to go up, don't it, before you put the ceiling up and that. Draw a sketch of what you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make a wish list, what I call a wish list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you come back down and we arrange to have a cup of tea and sit down in a van somewhere, this one or that one, and we go through your list.
So we're just on our way to get our first McDonald's in the van. We're on our way to go and see Gary down in Barry, just to chat more about the van. We've actually remembered our big list today. We had another look through it this morning, sort of sorted out what the priority is. So we're heading to McDonald's quickly. We've told them we're going to be a little bit late.
Let's just hope I'm okay getting through the McDonald's drive-thru and I don't crash the van.
Yeah, it'll be our first time.
Now the queue to get into McDonald's is absolutely massive. Because it's literally that busy, there's literally queues everywhere. It looks like it's going to be quite difficult to get into the actual route itself. So I know I just said on the last one that I hope we don't bump into anything. There could be a strong chance we're going to drive over some pavements here.
putting a ramp in, so I got to swap everything around.
Not nice. So you can put the vans up higher.
I get too old to crawl under them all the time. How far have we got?
So we know what we want to do.
That's a good start.
Windows getting done tomorrow. We want to basically get the insulation and sound deadening stuff done this weekend, and then book it in for you to hopefully carpet it next week.
Driver seats, swivel seats, cooker parts and wash bowl behind the driver's seat with a slide out table.
Yep.
With just one dingy leg, so we can turn around and work from here. This is obviously the door. 3-part bed that each part can slide out depending on how much we want it to come out. A table that can be hidden somewhere when the bed comes out. And I'm guessing this is like some sort of cupboards on the other side. And I thought this part was more of an overhang, so this might be have to get lower, or this one. So we'll take all this off, insulate it,
Put it back on.
put it back on, because then the cooker will come, or the thing will come across maybe here. And then a sliding table, so that front seat can turn around.
Yeah. And then a unit there.
Yeah, a unit
What are you
here.
going to make it all out of?
Wood?
You're really asking the wrong people the wrong questions. We're literally going with
What
whatever
do you want?
say.
Okay then, you need to get birch ply.
Birch
Because
ply.
it's a little bit more expensive, but the cheap stuff like this, it'll peel.
Yeah.
Birch ply is really.
And do we make the bed out of the birch ply as well? Or is that just...
The framework you make out of
We really don't know anything.
PSE.
Okay. We'll write all this down then.
I'll give you a piece to take with you. 2x1.
Right, okay.
50 by 25. And that's for your slap out. And
Right.
just make a little frame out of the 2x1
Yeah.
and put a bit of the birch ply on the front, and you can varnish that to match that.
Yeah.
But on the top it's just plywood.
Plywood.
And softwood.
Yeah.
Okay.
PSE. I'll pull the cushions up on that and you'll see. What are you putting on the floor?
Carpet. Well, the carpet...
Carpet squares.
Yeah?
I'll do one there.
Yeah.
What have I done there? I had an offcut off. My mate's is a carpet fitter. And he gave me an offcut for that. Just a normal carpet in there.
Yeah.
Carpet squares are alright, didn't they?
Yeah, you can get them. They're quite cheap as well anyway, aren't they?
Again, you make this sound so easy. So hopefully.
Don't. The main thing is don't let it stress you.
So we've just got back to the house now, and Gary literally made it sound so easy. I know he just said there, don't get stressed about it, but I think we may get a little stressed. So what we've got to do now, take the sides down, insulate the whole thing, and get it all ready for him for next week too. And just as we finished there as well, we also ordered the solar panel. So now we're back home, let's just rest, do some more research, and then tomorrow we'll dive straight into taking the walls off the van. So to be able to work on the van, the only time we can actually do this is on the weekend because of work during the week. And obviously this weekend it's been pouring down with rain. So we've kind of had the morning off, but now it's stopped raining, and hopefully it will stop for the rest of the time.
So, for some reason, Dave seems to think this is going to be a really easy job, but when the guy put the window in and he took this panel down, it didn't look so easy. So, yeah, wish us luck. So we're trying to find the attachment for the bit that takes these off.
Okay, getting this bulkhead out is so confusing. At least you thought it was going to be so simple, but apparently now we've watched a few YouTube videos and you need to get on the inside. Okay, so I've got all the 4 screws out with this tiny Allen key. Let's go around the other side and see if it's actually time to get it out. Hopefully building a camper van. Hopefully.
Nice idea. does look like from the top that you literally just pop them out. This is just a covering, which I think just pops off. There you go. You okay, Dave?
Thing just fell on top of me. Okay, let's go. And that's everything taken out of the van. Hey guys, welcome back. So it's been a crazy few days. We've now got our thermal wrap all sorted. We've got insulation, some thermal wrap foil tape that's going to cover over everything, so that's all sorted. We've got contact adhesive spray, so we've got that sorted as well. We've also got the actual sound deadening itself, and this one actually weighs a ton. Have we got anything else? And obviously we've got the side window that's now installed too, but for now let's get the sound deadening onto the walls.
So this is the sound deadening stuff. It's already got sticky bits, which is perfect.
Myself always cleaning up after Holly.
So the sound deadening does actually make a difference. So if I and then
okay, so the insulation is now all in each place that we could slide it.
When in doubt, pull down.
Chris, does it matter which side it goes on?
So we figured it out, and you just put it on and sort of roll it out. That's what you call a builder's done.
Holly's kind of given up a little bit. She's driven off to Sainsbury's to do some shopping, so I'm left here with the trusty hairdryer trying to take all these bits of, I don't know what you call it, glue that was holding the wood in place. Far so good, wheel done, massive pain in the ass. Holly's finally come back and it's so much quicker. So I got most of that done myself. Now we're on to the second one, and she's got a third can of glue too. Just a little bit later on at night now, we've got most of the side done. The only bit we haven't got done is this thing here. We put it out on Facebook. Oh, that's it. This bit here. Put it out on Facebook, and we've managed to borrow an angle grinder off somebody. So I'm gonna give it a go now. What should I do? Should I start off doing a small, normal bit? That's coming off.
Is it?
Yeah. You can see it's. I think it's a case of just go for it. Done.
Almost finished. Just above the window there, above the window. So for now, good night.
Welcome back, guys. So we couldn't do anything yesterday. It absolutely just poured down all day, but the last thing we've got to do now is literally just put strips all up here before we take it over to Gary to line it. So let's get that done really quickly now and then take it all the way down to Barry.
So that is it for this week, guys.
So we're on our way down to Barry now to hand Alwyn over to Gary,
where he is going to carpet it, put the solar panel on, and his new shoes.
Plus, on next week's episode, we're going to have to start building all the bed frames and the units that we want in the van.
So thanks so much for watching us again this week. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the big thumbs up button below. And thanks for all the comments about last week's video. We really appreciate all your support.
See you all next week.
Cheers.
Cheers.